Hi, I'm Natalie with Eminence Organic Skincare and welcome back to In the Mix. Today is all about your nighttime skincare routine. And before I dive into some of the favorite products that I like to use and what I would suggest for you to be using at home, let's just talk a little bit about why it's important for us to take that extra time at the end of our day before bed to really get the skin ready for sleep. Now, the main reason is that if you think about what you're doing all day long is that you're exposed to your outside stressors. So let's just think about pollution, for say, if you work in an urban environment, even if you work in an office, just thinking about the central heating or air conditioning that your skin is exposed to all day long. We want to think about UV, of course, we know that that's a big guy, but just overall natural stressors that happen to us physically and environmentally will cause dryness and some type of discomfort to the skin, and we want to protect our barrier function as much as possible. So just a quick science class on what barrier function is. It has to do with the top layer of your skin, and its job is to make sure that all the bad stuff stays off of your skin and all the good stuff stays in your skin. So such as like water, we know is really important. So when we're looking at our nighttime routine, we have to think about that we want to remove all of that stuff from all day long, and we want to prepare our skin so that it's ready to rest and fix itself as you're sleeping. Some of the best ways to do that is that for my ladies out there or anyone who does wear cosmetics during the day, we really want to make sure we're lifting and pulling that off the skin. And one great way to do that is through a double cleansing method. So some of us out there may be familiar with oil cleansers or cleansing balms, and they are definitely some of my favorite things to begin with. And in this example here, I've got our wildflower cleansing balm, which I love. Remember, cleansing balms are things that transform, right? So they're going to go into like a milky if you have a little bit of water to it, or when you just emulsify it in your hand, it'll open up to a beautiful oil. If you're on the drier side, you're really going to love the wildflower cleansing balm. Obviously, you know, this is a huge fan favorite is our Stone Cold cleansing oil. Now, this is just the straight up cleansing oil itself. Both of these are going to be applied the same way. I find like I warm them up, put it in, and you want to just allow the product, those natural oils, to pull and lift any of those cosmetics or impurities that you have on your skin. Now, even if you don't wear cosmetics or any type of coverage, this isn't a problem because you're still exposed to the same things, and these may be resting on top of the skin. Cleansing with an oil or balm is fantastic for that. After you've done the cleansing balm or the cleansing oil, you want to remove with a warm wet towel or just rinse at the sink. And then you want to go into your next double cleanse part, which is using more of maybe a foaming or a lathering type of cleanser that might have dual action, such as our mangosteen cleanser. This one has a bit of a extra jumps as like a lactic acid. Is fantastic for doing that little extra mileage you need to lift off. So if you're a little bit more on the aging side, you might really like the mangosteen. And then of course, a huge fan favorite is our Stone Crop Gel Wash. This is good for everybody. So it doesn't matter which age, demographic, where you are in your chronological or biological aging, you're really going to enjoy this. So again, double cleansing is about using an oil or a balm, remove, and then use something like a gel or a bit of a foaming cleanser. Now that we've got the skin all ready to go, if you do wear a little extra eye makeup, one small tip, I love to go in and cleanse the eye again, and I'll use our herbal eye makeup remover. So using a bit of a cotton round just to get that inside edge, because sometimes we have a little bit of that residue left from maybe mascara or eyeliner that sits a little bit closer to the lash line. Using that little extra cleanse at the end will really open up and cleanse that eye and also prepare it for your eye products that you want to use as the finishing. So let's say we've done the cleansing, we want to use a toner, of course, because that's like the conditioning and prepping for the skin for your remaining products. I'm a huge fan of the Hawthorn Tonique. So Hawthorn Tonique is from our Biodynamic collection. I just love it because it's super gentle. I have a little bit more of a sensitivity in my skin, but by all means, you can choose any of our beautiful toniques, mists, or hydrators. No problem at all. Just pick your favorite one. This just happens to be mine. I love the scent. Then we want to go and continue with our finishing products. So very important, we want to look at antioxidants. So looking at high antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin E. These are excellent ingredients and resources to use that we find all over the place, even in food that we eat. So you want to choose a serum or a finishing product that is high in an antioxidant. I would go in with like a concentrate or something a little bit richer as a heavier serum, and then you can go into your finishing moisturizer. So just for today's sake, I have two that I've just pulled up that I love, thinking, of course, see any serum because everybody needs a good dose of this into their skin every day. And then if you want to go a little extra mile, I love grabbing our marine flower peptide serum. So you can use both or you can use one or the other. So just thinking about what we're trying to do to restore from the day. Okay, this is the whole point. Okay, so to follow the trend on best products that I like to use to minimize the visual signs of aging, I go for my Arctic Berry Peptide Cream. This is beautiful, very light as well. So if you are more combination, you'll probably really love this one. The next, of course, is going into the Lotus Detoxifier Overnight. This one I cannot live without. I love it. Came along with our Stone Crop Cleansing Oil when we launched it, so they have a very beautiful harmony together. Now, for those of you who are looking at, getting all the neck and extra treatment all the way around, then of course we have our beautiful Minoi Age Corrective. This one is good for the face and the neck. Not that you can't use the rest of them on your face, the neck area, pardon me, as well. This one's just designed to be a little bit richer, so it's gonna give you deeper moisture. So if you are on the drier side, that would be a fabulous option for you. Quick recap so that we are connecting all of the dots. Why nighttime care is that we want to ensure that we are removing all the stuff that we don't want on our skin, and we want to keep all the good stuff in our skin. When you're sleeping, we can go through what we call transepidermal water loss, and that means that we're losing 2 times the amount of water while we sleep than we do during the day. So that should just help you remind yourself of why it's also important to make sure we have good finishing products on the skin. So how do we get your skin ready? Do a double cleansing method is fantastic. Follow with a beautiful toner of your choice. Go with a serum that is antioxidant rich. You want to then go with a beautiful finishing product or a moisturizer that is going to be adaptable to your skin type and the goals you're trying to achieve. And if you like, you can also add an eye cream. And with eye creams, you can go with a more heavyweight eye cream. My suggestion here is we have the Wild Plum eye cream. We have our beautiful hibiscus eye cream as well. And of course, the Marine Flower Peptide eye cream is also a beautiful choice. And then your finishing moisturizers, look for things that are going to be more accommodating to what you need. Whew, that was a lot to think about, wasn't it? But very easy once you get going. And some of these products that I'm talking about now can be interchangeable with your daytime routine as well. So there you have it. Take good care of your skin, have a fabulous sleep, and wake up to renewed, refreshed, and toned skin every morning. I'm Natalie with Eminence Organic Skincare for another In the Mix. Very excited to see you again. If you want to see more of these videos, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. I'll talk to you next time.